Look at this footage. A shadowy figure is sprinting aggressively down an alleyway, right after dropping what looks like stolen goods. Your immediate reaction to seeing a crime is usually visceral. You want the person caught, and you want them punished, right now. But what if that person was just running to catch a train? If society acted purely on that raw emotion, without any rules, we would end up grabbing the nearest suspect. We would have mob chaos instead of order, punishing innocent people based on a hunch. That tension is why we created the criminal justice system. It is a social mechanism designed to balance two competing priorities: effectively catching and punishing actual lawbreakers, while rigorously protecting the innocent from false accusations. To prevent society from falling apart, we have to translate our sudden anger into calculated justice. We do that by forcing every single accusation through a strict, multi-stage chronological pipeline. That pipeline begins the exact moment a crime is officially recorded. This document is the FIR, the First Information Report. It acts as the tripwire that officially starts the machinery of the justice system. Once the FIR is filed, the police receive their operational mandate. They are tasked with visiting the crime scene, questioning witnesses, and collecting physical evidence. They cannot detain someone simply because they look suspicious. The police are only legally authorized to arrest a suspect if the initial physical evidence they gather meets a strict legal threshold. This diagram balances state power against individual protection. On one side, the police hold immense authority to use force. To prevent that authority from becoming oppressive, it is blocked by a massive counterweight: the fundamental rights of the citizen. Breaking down that shield, we see three strict limits placed on an arrest. First, the information pillar. The accused must be told exactly what they are being charged with. Second, safety from harm, an absolute ban on torture or abuse. And third, the 24-hour court limit, presenting the suspect before a magistrate within 24 hours. These rights clarify the exact role of the police. They are investigators. They are absolutely not the punishers. Once the investigation concludes and the police file their final report, the timeline shifts. The street-level work ends and the entire arena moves into the courtroom. Here, we meet the public prosecutor. People often assume this lawyer represents the victim of the crime, but they don't. A crime is considered an attack on society itself, so the public prosecutor acts as the legal avatar of the state. This creates a highly specific adversarial dynamic. The public prosecutor is tasked entirely with presenting the collected evidence to prove the accused is guilty. On the other side, the defense lawyer pushes back against that evidence, looking for inconsistencies. This clash is entirely deliberate. Forcing the state to legally prove its claims against a trained defense lawyer is a firewall. It stops the government from throwing people in prison arbitrarily. Sitting above this adversarial clash is the judge. The judge does not participate in the investigation and does not take a side. They act as the ultimate neutral umpire in the room. This flowchart maps out how a fair trial operates. The evidence filters evenly through two distinct pathways: the state and the defense. Both sides get equal opportunity to speak. All evidence is examined transparently, and the process is shielded from external pressure before it converges at the judgment node. At the end of this pipeline, the judge delivers a binary verdict based solely on the examined facts. If guilty, the judge assigns a punishment. If not guilty, the accused is released immediately. The judge is the final quality control mechanism. They ensure the outcome is determined by objective reality and the law, rather than by which side has more power. That objective pipeline is the blueprint, but any blueprint applied to the real world encounters friction. Looking closely at the operational flow of this pipeline, we see severe bottlenecks. Cases pile up, creating immense delays in court proceedings. We also see blockages where police power is misused, bypassing the fundamental rights designed to protect citizens. These structural bottlenecks hit certain groups harder. Look at the specific inputs getting entirely stuck at the entry points. These represent the weaker economic sections of society, who are blocked from accessing true justice due to poor financial access and a lack of legal awareness. A justice system is not a static object. It requires constant structural reform to clear those blockages and become faster and fairer. Ultimately, this fast machinery only works if citizens are aware of their rights and actively hold the system accountable. Protecting a fair trial for the accused is the single most effective way to guarantee a safe society for all.